I own a lot. I'm hoping we get a pullback next year. Maybe we break out and blow a little higher here for gold and silver. But I am hoping we see a bit of weakness come 2025 when hopefully the markets have a correction across the board in almost all asset classes for that last opportunity. So silver breaks out, and then a pause or small pullback from there will be like the ultimate accumulation point. Or just from this perspective, it's like hop in and anticipate like another 5 or 6 years from now, it should just keep going up as a long-term investment. But it's very bullish. I mean, it's bringing you to like $80 an ounce easy if we were to really see this break and pop.
Market analyst Chris Vermeulen, known for his technical trading strategies, anticipates a broad market correction across asset classes that could present a valuable accumulation opportunity for investors. His outlook on silver is exciting, and he sees the recent breakout and subsequent pullback as an ideal entry point for long-term investors. Vermeulen's projections suggest silver could reach $80 per ounce in the coming years, which aligns with other market predictions. This optimistic outlook is echoed by CoinPriceForecast, which projects a steady increase in silver prices over the next decade. Their analysis suggests silver could approach $80 per troy ounce by the end of 2027, explicitly targeting $79.89. The forecast extends further, predicting prices to reach $107.87 per ounce by 2030 and $162.32 by 2035. Vermeulen's conviction in precious metals is reflected in his investment strategy, as he discloses holding significant physical metal positions. He anticipates a potential breakout for gold and silver in the near term, followed by a pullback in 2025. The gold market presents a mixed picture in the shorter term, with analysts divided on its immediate direction. While some maintain a bullish long-term outlook, viewing the current pullback as mere consolidation, others warn of near-term downside risks. According to Reuters, expert projections for gold in 2025 range from $2,450 to $2,950 per ounce, with prices expected to be influenced by continued but reduced central bank buying and ongoing geopolitical tensions in Ukraine and the Middle East. Silver's prospects appear promising, with AI-based forecasting agencies predicting a potential return to its all-time high of $50 per ounce within the next 5 years, contingent on favorable market conditions. The consensus among analysts points to silver testing its former all-time high in 2025, with new records expected between 2026 and 2027. Bullish targets set the metal at $50 in 2027-2025, climbing to $77 before 2028, suggesting a robust growth trajectory for the precious metal. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this video with your friends.
We could draw a few things. Obviously, we've got a huge potential. You could say there's like a massive cup and handle pattern. Over here is we've got this big rally up and this tight bull flag, and now it's breaking out above this high, pointing to much higher pricing. Cup and handle pattern, especially one this big, can lead to pretty explosive moves. They can be 200 to 300 to 400 times the depth of the cup. So if we were to like just take this depth of this cup, depending where you take it, you can like stack it on, and of course it puts silver way up there. So the yearly chart is very, very bullish, especially if we close at this highest level ever. That means it's breaking out on a yearly basis, and yeah, I mean you can't go wrong. I don't think long term precious metals are going to be exceptionally well. I love physical metal. I own a lot. I'm hoping we get a pullback next year. Maybe we break out and blow a little higher here for gold and silver. But I am hoping we see a bit of weakness come 2025 when hopefully the markets have a correction across the board in almost all asset classes for that last opportunity. So silver breaks out, and then a pause or small pullback from there will be like the ultimate accumulation point. Or just from this perspective, it's like hop in and anticipate like another 5 or 6 years from now, it should just keep going up as a long-term investment. But it's very bullish. I mean, it's bringing you to like $80 an ounce easy if we were to really see this break and pop. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see the precious metal space as a whole kind of do the same thing. Now, silver, you know, when we look at what gold was doing, if I was to draw the kind of gold chart down below, gold's pulled back, it rallied up, and it's kind of trading like right here. Yeah. Gold miners pulled back, they rallied up, and they're already breaking above this high. They're already breaking out. And silver's carved out this bottom, it's already broken this little bottom and this tight bull flag, and it's extending. So silver is actually like leading the charge, and then miners. So silver looks really good. Of course, it moves very quickly, and I think we're going to go back up to this 35 range when we look at the monthly chart and get a big picture of where all that could lead to. I think, again, we're going to go back up to these highs that we saw over here around 35.50, 36, somewhere in this range, and pierce these highs. I think all of these precious metal pockets are going to do the same thing, gold, silver, and miners. So I'm expecting another push of $4 maybe to the upside, maybe even a little bit more. Maybe it'll want to push up and break this high and go up to this other candle high around 37.60 somewhere. So again, there's good upside. Some of them are confirming. We got silver, gold, and miners, plus seasonality. And it's, all these things come together for a pretty nice holiday trade. Real big up bars are all green, right? So people are accumulating. People have been accumulating and stacking silver forever. And this could be like, one of these huge green bars next year where it just blows up and takes off when all hell kind of breaks loose. Which is pretty exciting. So I think it's got a lot of potential from a long-term perspective, and silver is very, very explosive that way.
Chris Vermeulen highlights a bullish seasonal pattern for precious metals, suggesting that current price levels represent a potential low point. According to his analysis, the next 2 to 3 weeks could bring significant upside movement for gold, silver, and mining stocks. The gold mining sector is showing encouraging signs, with companies expected to report exceptional third-quarter earnings. This optimistic outlook is driven by record-high gold prices and a reduction in mining costs, which could double the sector's unit profits. The continued strong earnings performance in gold stocks will likely attract increased attention from fund investors, potentially driving the industry to new heights. Prices have surged beyond $31.50 in the silver market, buoyed by growing confidence in an upcoming Federal Reserve interest rate cut. Market expectations for a 25 basis point reduction to 4.25% to 4.50% at the December 18 meeting have strengthened considerably, with the probability rising from 62% to 87% in just 1 week. Looking ahead, Vermeulen emphasizes the critical importance of January for the equities market, particularly for precious metals. He singles out gold as likely to demonstrate strong performance during this period, suggesting that investors should pay close attention to market movements in the early weeks of the year.
If we take a look at the best assets right now on our hot list, we can see near the top of the list, we've got the ARK ETFs, we've got Bitcoin, blockchain, consumer discretionaries, clean energy, really all of the things that did exceptionally well during the COVID bubble, where everybody was in that kind of feeding frenzy, blow off top in late 2020 and early 2021. And so money's starting to pile back in. Now, they're down today, but overall, that money is moving into these small caps. Of course, when Trump got in, you and I were talking right around that point, and the small cap stock took off huge. And so we're seeing definitely money wanting to go into these growth, high potential companies, and people are really putting risk on. They have FOMO, they're jumping in, which we're seeing in the VIX. The VIX is very low, and as they say, when the VIX is low, it's time to go because people are fearful. So today, as we talk about it, the top performing sectors are all negative pretty sharply today, down 2 to 3%. And we're seeing the defensive plays move higher. We're seeing gold, silver, and miners taking that kind of leadership role in moving higher. So, when we look at the ARK ETFs, they have had a very strong run since this market kind of turned green back in September. We've seen a big move up. Now I think we're starting to see a little bit of the market kind of exhaustion phase. And I think this is that time of year where seasonality-wise, when we look at the SP 500 or the market in general, let me just pull this up. We usually have a pullback. This last month here in December, we see a bit of a pullback kind of right about now where we are. And I think that's what we're starting to see. And it's nice to see stocks pulling back and gold moving up. So I believe we're going to see the precious metal space do very well into the end of the year. And so even if stocks continue to show signs of strength or weakness, I think gold is going to continue to move up because we're in that favorable space. So right now, it's just a sharp pullback in the small cap space, but I still think they're going to go higher into the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, the seasonality for gold is very bullish right here. As you can see, we're probably right down, at this low. So we should see the next 2 to 3 weeks upside, rising tide environment for gold, silver, and miners. I think we're kind of coming into the end of a major cycle now. I thought the market's been going to top a long time ago, continues to get kicked down the road. I feel like January is going to be very, very important for the overall equities market. And this is at that time in this stage where I think we're going to see precious metals do very well. We're going to see gold more so than silver, and miners perform really well, I think, going into December and January. And I think January is going to be a very difficult month for stocks. I think it's going to be volatile. And as soon as the market becomes volatile, we're going to see gold and silver and miners probably want to continue to move higher and potentially poke to some nominal new highs. I don't think it's going to be a huge rally, but I think we're going to see gold want to move up. And again, that seasonality chart just shows we should see a fairly decent rally for the next 2 months, which is December and January.
Gold and silver are poised for continued growth. Gold miners are set to report strong earnings driven by high prices and favorable costs. Silver stands to benefit from anticipated interest rate cuts, enhancing its appeal as a non-yielding asset. Both metals are positioned for upward momentum in the coming months. Will gold and silver continue their upward trend in the coming months, or will we see a pullback? Share your thoughts, insights, and strategies in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.